Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading today. If this is your first time on my channel, I am so happy to have you here. And if you're returning, welcome back. My name is Jody. I am an intuitive mentor and channel. So that means it's my job to listen to spirit and to provide the divine messages and the divine nuggets that are coming through for you. You can find out all about me and my services anytime at thespiritexperience.com. Today, our topic is, what do you need to simplify? So we're going to be getting information about what's been happening, and we're using these decks. I'm just finished clearing the decks that we're going to be asking from today. We are going to pick 4 piles together. So start asking your intuition what is going to be the perfect pile for you. That's going to give you the information you need about how to simplify something, what it is that needs some simplification in your life. Yes, and what you may need to remove is what they're saying. Also, a quick reminder as we are pulling the piles, thank you, here's pile 1, that this is a collective reading. It's a general reading. It is not an individual reading. So please take the nuggets that are resonating with you throughout your reading and leave the rest. Also, if you are feeling intuitively guided, thank you, to more than one pile, it's always safe to trust your intuition. There may be different messages in different piles that you need. Thank you. Okay. And so even if it's all of the piles, feel free to watch all of the piles if that is what your intuition is telling you to do. Always trust your intuition. Also, if you haven't headed over to the main page and hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that so that I know that these readings are resonating with you, and so that every time I post, you won't miss the next reading that's popping up to guide you forward. I just absolutely love doing these for you. So I would really appreciate the support. We're pulling here now from the messages from your animal spirit guides for these decks. This is the Sacred Creators. This is it's a pretty extensive reading. I was very excited as they had me prepping it. So we're getting some guidance from the Sacred Creators. We're also getting an animal guide here, which we are not revealing. However, we will be revealing the next deck that is being pulled here. Again, you're asking your intuition, what do I need to know? What do I need to simplify? What information do I need so that I can redirect my attention to the exact space in my life, place in my life, activity in my life, to be able to simplify things and create more space? Because usually that's what simplifying, that's what simplifying does, right? Is it creates space, or it gets you out of your head. It releases the worry and stress. Yes, okay. And there's pile number 4. So we've got the base of these piles all set. If you're being called to more than one pile, always trust your intuition. Here we're pulling from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle, and these actually are going to be revealed to you. So you're going to get to see here. Meditate, number 35 for pile number 1. What a beautiful card. Connection, total connection card there. And 35, of course, is an 8. Let's see what pile number 2 has for us here. Okay. Energy work. All the chakras lined up. 22, that's a master number 4, if that is something that is resonating with you. Again, you're asking which pile is going to help me understand what I need to simplify in my life in order to create space for things that are even better, and more abundant, even more high vibrating. Very similar, right? This picture here. Pile number 3, group 3, write a gratitude list. 55 here, double number. So if you've been seeing 5, or if 5s have been a message for you lately, this may be your pile. Or if you've just started a gratitude practice or have a connection to that somehow, this may be your pile. All right. And finally, group number 4. Okay. Build strength. And look at that third eye there. Number 6. Group 4. Number 6, build strength. All right. So there we go. All right, so take a good look at each of these piles. Trust your intuition to which pile is guiding you forward, that has the messages and answers that you need about what you need to simplify. And once you've made your selection, you can head down to the timestamps to jump right ahead to your reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you are listening to this, then you chose the first pile here with the Meditate card, which I absolutely love. What a beautiful message, a beautiful way to start a reading in a lotus with the sun above, connected with a diamond heart, okay? Spiraling your beautiful energy up through and to your spirit team, to your divine connection, all of the above. Absolutely love this for you. Just gonna set that aside and we're gonna take a look here at your charms. They're asking me to do charms first, which I love. So the guidance around the meditation and 8 is a strength energy in the tarot. So, you know, simplifying your life can come in many different forms. What they're asking you to do is really step into a meditation practice. Now, of course, she has this woman depicted here sitting in a cross-legged position, all of the kind of examples that people think of when they think of meditation. However, what you want to do is make sure that however you're meditating connects with your true self, with your true inner strength, with your true courage. It does not need to look like this to meditate. They're saying like, this is how they're gonna get the answers to you. So simplifying how you're asking and how you're receiving is going to be important. Meditation looks very different for everybody. What you're looking to do is get connected through meditation. That may be consciously exercising, going for a walk, dancing around, and making time to listen. That's the main thing. The meditation practice is to connect you so that you can receive and you feel in alignment in order to be able to have the answers or solutions or questions that you're asking coming through on that channel. So it does not need to look like this. They want me to make sure that I explain that and tell that to you because a lot of people get blocked or lost in that. And because we're trying to simplify, they don't even want you to complicate it. If you sit down to meditate like this and it doesn't work for you, keep it simple. It doesn't work for you. That's it. Try something else. Try something that redirects your mind to joy or happiness or openness. Because that's what you're looking to do. Connect your body to the ground, to the earth. Open up your heart, which is joy, appreciation, gratitude, love, happiness, etc., laughter. And then connect yourself to spirit. So sitting for a moment after and listening is going to be very important to help you simplify your life at this time, Group 1. All right, let's see what we've got for charms here. All right, we've got the fox charm. We'll see what they have to say about that. The fan. I just saw the word worry with this card. With this charm, excuse me. Worry. This is like blowing away your worries. That's wonderful. Love that energy. They just showed me strategy here, which I like as well. So strategic, blowing away your worries. And of course, it's always wonderful when you get the crown. This means that you are totally capable of running the ship, running your life, king or queen, it doesn't matter. It means that you are royalty, right? You are this high level in your own life. You have the ability to do this. So if you're questioning whether or not you can meditate, just know that the strategy piece may be blocking you, and that's why they had me give that whole diatribe at the beginning about meditation, but you're totally capable of doing it. It's actually going to relieve your stress, relieve your worries, relieve those things in your head, right, that keep going. The main thing to remember is consciousness is needed. So if you are a person who goes on walks every day, you may not feel that you are meditating because you're not being conscious right? You don't consciously intend, what I am going to do is ask a question before I go for my walk, and then focus on being very grounded, very connected, opening my heart up, connecting with my spirit team, chatting there, observing what's around me, and then listening afterwards. So it's about intention. It's always about intention. So get a strategy in place that really works for you. And as I said, it's going to blow away your worries apparently and help you feel like the leader of your life. Let's see what we've got under the shift the way to new potential. So yeah, this is really about a shift for you. That's what's going to help simplify things. Maybe you've been overcomplicating everything, and look at this deep, beautiful green. This green says open up your heart. Please, you've got a diamond heart here. You've got the green energy here with this beautiful spiral. You've got an 11 here. So this is a master number here. Again, it really feels like mastering yourself. This is what's going to simplify. They just showed me somebody like talking to other people, having to constantly like kind of check in with others. Maybe you're questioning yourself a lot. And this is the key to simplifying your mind, essentially. Let's see what you have for an animal guide as well. The cat. It's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your over-dependency on others, which is exactly kind of what they were just showing me, right? So this is really starting to trust your own intuition, your own team, getting a practice in place that is strategic and intentional, and allowing yourself to release those worries, simplify the practice, make it as simple as possible to meditate. Don't get hung up on that. And this allows you to shift into a brand new potential, because what you're going to be doing essentially is stepping into this crown energy, right? When you allow yourself to get connected, you just stop relying so much on other people to validate you or tell you it's okay to do that, or whatever their opinions are, you're kind of taking them on as your own, when there's really no need for that, and a shift clearly needs to happen. It feels very connected to your heart center because of the way this card is depicted, the color of the card. So I would just focus on that. If there is something that's heavy on your heart, start your practice in a very strategic way. Maybe your intention is around opening your heart. We're going to take a look at what is kind of challenging this simplification for you, or this practice for you, or, releasing the need to rely on other people, or being able to trust your own self that like you can meditate. Thank you. Here? Okay. Wow. Okay. The Six of Wands is a magical card, really. It tells you that it's safe for you to know that you'll be successful, is how they said. Know that you'll be successful. Know that you can step into this and that it's going to work out just fine. Know that you're going to make amazing progress doing this, that it's safe for you to do that, because it's sort of what's challenging you. Again, if you've had any blocks, especially mental blocks around meditation, I'm wondering, the fact that you even chose this card, if you've got blocks around that is beautiful. It means you have a willingness, you have an openness, and willingness and openness always has to do with our heart center, and it's safe for you to progress forward in this way. You are going to shine. Look at the crown I just said, Joey. See the crown? That's you. You're meant to step into this energy, okay, where it's safe for you to shine. It's safe for you to do what you feel is right to do. You don't need to ask all these people, how do you meditate? How do you do this? How do you do that? Because it sets you up for feeling like if it doesn't work for you, you're failing at it, when that's not the case at all. The simplification of the connection is going to give you many answers. They just said many answers. Four of Cups. You may have been feeling kind of bored with your practice, but yes, thank you. Look at this beautiful card that they're giving you here, though. All tarot decks represent the different cards differently, okay? And it's almost like if you just take a peek, you're gonna find exactly what you need here. So it may have been a challenge before. As you can see, this person has turned over all three cups and didn't really find anything great. So if you've been trying to meditate and it's just not working, if a person told you to do that and this and that, and you're like, none of it is working for me, I I give up. The way to shift to new potential, right? And to strike out on your own. So is to release what other people are telling you. That last cup there has the rose. So trust yourself, trust your heart center. One more little look here and you actually get to adorn the crown. You get to step into the spotlight of your life. This is a spotlight card, recognition card, really coming out and being like, yes, I made it, I did it. And you may feel challenged by it because, again, this is sort of like what might be marinating under the surface, you know. It's not that you don't need, they just said, it's not that there isn't a strategy in place. That's why you have that fox there. It's not that you don't need a strategy or something to try. It's not that you can't ask other people for help. It's just that you have to be discerning around what your own heart center is telling you. Does this even work for me? And it just feels like you've been trying to do things that other people may have said because your brain has told you kind of like that's what you're supposed to do. But clearly that is not the case for you, Group 1. You're meant to kind of strike out on your own. The Lover's card. Yeah, see, this is a card of choice, okay? You got a 6 and you got a 6 now here. This is the card of choice. It is a card of relationship. So it could be that you've been listening to somebody, a relationship that you have, and you've been kind of weighing their opinions and their methods very heavily, and it's just not been working for you. It's safe for you to take a look and make a different choice that first actually aligns with your heart center here. Green, heart, diamond, heart. It's wanting your heart to shine out and start to really trust your heart. I don't feel a huge opposition in this space. So maybe you have somebody who actually will understand like, hey, it worked for me, so I told you about it, but it doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. I'm not feeling a ginormous opposition. I'm feeling the 6s is around choice, really deciding for yourself, and maybe that's going to be hard for you or it's been a bit difficult for you. They said, okay. Oh, look at this. What is all this? Spirit, let me rearrange these. I know they don't want all of these. These just turn themselves over. See if there's anything else. Wow, look at these cards. Excuse me while I make sure that these cards are all with backs to us so that we can get the exact right message here for you. Huh, interesting. Look at that. I wonder if that was my doing? I don't know. Huh. I always prep these readings. So just one more check. Please feel free to fast forward. Group 1. Just want to make sure we get the exact right card for you. And there's nothing confusing and Spirit's able to bring through exactly what they need. I'm surprised they didn't alert me to that earlier. Okay. And here we go. Card 2 in this position. They said, again, it's stepping in to be crowned and making the choice to do that. There we go. Sometimes they flip because they're so small. You've got the 4 of Wands here in the reverse position. This is a celebration energy. It's a culmination kind of energy. And again, it's like you may not have had anything that you feel like you could celebrate. 2 4s. It hasn't been working for you. If you have a stigma around meditation at all, this is going to allow you to shift that. And I have a feeling that you're going to be very, very connected as a result, that you're going to feel empowered. Thank you. King of Wands. Yep. It's like you may have been frustrated, even angry about trying and wanting to be in touch in that way. And they're telling you this is a simplification reading, group number 1. So they are telling you just straight up, you have been overcomplicating this practice for yourself. And there's no need to do that anymore. Find the strategy that works for you. Allow your worries to be blown away. Shift into your heart center. You have everything you need. You may have been questioning whether or not you can be successful or if this last thing is going to work. But as long as you're being told and driven by your intuition and your heart and you're choosing there, it feels like this is going to move in a very different direction for you, and may even give you insights that you never even thought were possible. It's really, yeah, they're showing the codependency, over dependency on others, really being dependent on other people to usher in, is how they want me to say it, usher in the guidance that you need when you're the one who can receive it. Yeah, look at this. So this energy is really what is helping you. So maybe something happened. You've got the Tower here in the reverse position. And so they're telling you, what are you going to do with this moment? What are you going to do? Are you going to be sad and just not pick up that cup, okay? Are you going to give up? Because they want you to step into this and simplify what that means. It's almost like, don't overcomplicate this. This is a burning tower. You either jump or you don't. Those are the two choices. Because it's reversed, they're saying, what are you going to do? This is what's going to help you simplify this for yourself. What are you going to do when it comes to the burning tower? Are you going to stay in it? Yeah, believe that you can't be successful, and so down you go with the tower. Or are you going to stay? Thank you. Are you going to stay in it because somebody told you? Just wait a little longer. You know, you'll get it. I don't think so. I think you have the power. It's all up to you. You have the power to choose here, to strategize differently, to shift. Shift the way to new potential. It's just a beautiful card, a beautiful way to say that. They're showing me the word validation again. This very well may be around validation. Okay, 5 of Wands here. This is an interesting card to have. What's going to help you? This is interesting. And it's showing up in the reverse position. So this card often can be, you know, a conflicting card, you know, also competition. And I feel like they're just wanting you to not only release the need to even give that any of your energy, like, don't compare yourself to others, okay? It's not going to serve you. You're making the decision on your own, and you'll be guided in a way that works. The 5 is a change number. It often deals with conflict. Sometimes this can mean inner conflict, but for me, it feels like release. Like, let go of anybody who's telling you, again, it has to be done this way or that way. If you're watching things, or you've been really paying attention to how everybody else is doing it, okay, and not feeling clear, release that. Don't compare yourself to others. It's not going to help you. What's going to help you here is to commit to your own choices, your own strategy. And stop being in competition with people. If you've been in competition with people, like, say you're kind of on this whole level where you're doing this the way someone else wants to do it. For the social aspect is how they're saying it. For the social aspect, you can keep doing it that way, but if it's not serving you, they're asking you to go out on your own. Find what would serve you. Find what would connect you. Find what is going to allow you to have those stressors blown away. Part of it is going to be understanding that sometimes you have to agree to disagree with people. You have to create a boundary, or just do what's right for you. And that's that. It's like how they're saying it. That's that. Step away from conflict and competition, any kind of drama around this. Simplify your practice. Simplify how you connect to spirit. If you can shift this, it allows you to move into a whole different kind of aspect opening that's going to move you forward. Look at that. I almost missed it. 9 of Swords. These cards are tricky. This is the Kawaii deck. Mini. 9 of Swords in the reverse position. So again, this is exactly what this fan is saying. The 9 of Swords is a painful card. It's a mind-related worry, stress, keeping you up at night kind of card. They are giving it to you reversed here. It is going to help you to simplify the practice, create this strategy, go out on your own, trust yourself, leave this competition crap behind, and this relinquishes that worry. You may start sleeping better if you're not sleeping well. You're going to feel like you're the one who's in charge of your life. You're the one who's in charge of your strategy. And on the back of it, I believe you're going to be getting some amazing insights, because that is always the intention for connecting. The sun in the reverse position. Let me just hear what they're saying here. This is a beautiful success card, but it's not about not being successful, though, they're saying. It's not about not being successful. It's almost about being real, you know, like knowing when to step into the energy of the strategy, but not overdo it. Sometimes the sun card can talk about like, reverse can talk about like not being burned by the sun, knowing when it's time to call it a day. So I wouldn't say, this is kind of a warning where they're saying, yes, you're going to feel great. You're probably going to feel amazing. Your worries are released. You feel vibrant, new, connected. You're getting insights, but don't push it. I would just say group one, we'll see what else they're giving, but it's like the middle road almost is what I'm feeling, which is like a temperance kind of energy, moderation, patience, purpose, this kind of card. Why are you doing this in the first place? It's almost like this sun card's giving me kind of like you might get addicted to the feeling of being connected, and so you're just sitting there. And you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. They're just telling, don't burn yourself out is really what it is. The Hermit card, 9. It's good guidance, yeah. This is what meditation technically is. So I just feel like if you're doing things outside yourself to bring in that meditative energy, then it's going to be important for you to do it in moderation, which means you may have to spend some time alone. The other thing they're saying with this Hermit card for you, group one, is that this is the striking out on your own energy. It means you're going outside on your own and doing what it is that feels really good, and you're not overcomplicating anything. It's not going to help you to overcomplicate, and this is a simplify reading. So simplifying the strategy to how you are connecting within and making sure that on the back end you're listening. They're giving me that kind of energy here with this Hermit card. It's like listening. You've got 2 9s and a 19. 2 9s. Technically, right? You've got 3 9s kind of showing up there. You're listening. You're being sort of the flame, right? Thank you. The flame, which is steady, stable. I was really feeling this moderation, again, energy. They're just giving me the word moderation. So you're not doing this necessarily for long periods of time. You're kind of dipping your toe in, feeling really good, listening to what the inner strategy is telling you. You're listening within yourself. And as you come out of it, they want you to have something, a simple practice to turn to receive on the back end. This is the shift that's going to create this new potential for you, that you're really going to feel like, oh yeah, I'm wearing this crown now. I have chosen in this way. Maybe you don't like the way things are going. This is the Tower energy, right? Like, the spirit's coming in, something has changed, and you really don't like it anymore. You get to choose what you're going to do now. You're going to be leading the show of your life. You're the show of your life. And they just want you to make sure that as you're releasing these worries and you're starting to feel good, that you're also giving yourself time to go within. Okay, and not burning yourself out, because then you'll be laid out, and we don't want that. The queen or the king of their own domain, the queen or the king of their own domain is how they're saying it, knows that moderation energy, knows when to take a break, and understands that no matter what, the shift is happening because the intention is behind it. So new potential automatically follows that. So again, they're showing me the word validation. If you need validation, you're seeking it from yourself now and learning how to do that with a beautiful strategic practice that shows you how strong you are, releases you from competition or conflict, and allows you to start getting those beautiful answers within yourself so that you can lead your life in a really magical way. Well, group one, this is your reading. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that the next time that I post a pick a card reading, you'll be notified. Please give me a thumbs up or let me know in the comments what really resonated with you for this reading. And if you know someone else who might find it helpful, feel free to share it with them so that they can receive the messages that they need. Thank you so much. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group one. Hello, group two, and welcome to your reading today. If you're listening to this, then you chose the second pile with the energy work, number 22 from the Sacred Self-Care deck. What a beautiful card. This is going to be to do definitely with your energy centers. As you can see, she's got her chakras all lined up. She's in the meditation pose, okay? And she is completely aligned. And they've been telling me before your reading that this can come from any means. So it doesn't need to be necessarily sitting in this position, that others may be involved, etc. We are going to get more information, but they're having me choose the charms first. So we're going to go ahead and do that first for you. Again, also 22 is a master number. It adds up to a 4, which is very grounding energy. So I'm feeling that in order to create simplicity in your life, because we're asking, what do you need to simplify? The energy work is going to be needed to clear things out. And the way that the energy work is being given to you or done may be too complicated right now. And so we'll get a little more information, but it feels like it just needs to be more grounded and easy as opposed to complicated and difficult. Let's see what we've got here for you. Okay. We have the good luck charm. Lucky meeting, they just said. Lucky meeting. So maybe you've just met somebody or you're going to meet somebody who is an energy worker or has some tips or tools for you that is going to provide you with more energy, or they want this next. It's the microphone charm. I thought we were going straight to the cheerleader, but no. The microphone, they said, Jody. The microphone charm is about throat chakra, inner truth, but also I feel like you may be speaking to somebody, or the energy work is going to help you to speak more clearly, simplify what it is that you're meant to communicate or what you're trying to say, etc. Now they want the cheerleader. The cheerleader charm is wonderful. This is your cheerleader guides, right? Showing up, motivation to cheer you on, to help you understand is what they just said, to help you understand what they're trying to communicate. And it's right under the microphone. So I wonder what kind of communication you're going to be getting. This feels very throat chakra heavy to me right now. And the beautiful protected emotional crab. The crabs are amazing. Not only can they protect themselves very well, protect their insides, but they also can, skate around obstacles or sidestep around obstacles. I'm just listening to what they're giving here for you. It feels protection energy to me with this crab for you guys today, group 2. So this just means that this energy work may involve some kind of protection bubble, a protection practice, etc. This simplifies the emotional. Yeah, so if you consider yourself an empathic person, we're all empathic to some degree. We all have an energy body that is an emotional body, okay? So we're all going to pick up things. Some people are more open than others, and they also feel more deeply. They pick up things from the outside more deeply. When things are projected, they're taking them into their energy. And this feels like it's going to provide you with a protection, and it doesn't have to be complicated. They haven't taken the word complicated down for me. So I just feel like either you're practicing something that's really complicated, or you're overcomplicating what it means to work on your energy, to ask about your energy, to clear your energy, to protect your energy, etc. Let's see what we've got under the Sacred Creators for more information. Inflow with money. Okay. Wow. This is a 7. It feels like you have choices or something. There's financial choices. Beautiful energy. Who knew? Just asking for more information. Look at this, beautiful. They said third chakra, Jody. In flow with money. So you're going to be out there, thank you, like making decisions around money, getting yourself out there, choosing, investing. Perhaps you're in the spotlight and that's creating income for you. This is around money. If you've been worrying or not protecting your energy and you've got stuff going on with your finances, your job, projects that you have going on, investments, etc., your bank accounts, I just said, just know that the goal is to simplify and stay in a flow as it concerns your financial self. The energy work is going to help with that. And you've got the luck there. So lucky, finances, beautiful energy for your group too. Let's see here. Seagull. Now is the time for deep emotional healing. Wow. I'm wondering, because these are coupling each other here on the side, the water, the crab being in protection, being an empath, okay? If you have scarcity blocks around money, it doesn't need to be complicated to be able to heal them. The seagull's coming in to kind of tell you that, basically, is to tell you can protect yourself and you can dive into that, and it doesn't have to be complicated. It feels like it's a long narrative that's been going on with how money flows in your life, perhaps, or what to do with money, how you handle money, how you think about money. It could have been from, the narratives growing up, etc. I don't feel any lack as far as actual money goes, so that is good. It's just, if you've been really trying, etc., and you've got your energy open and things are being projected and you're not protecting yourself, not listening to yourself, not listening to your cheerleader guides, etc., and those emotions are still being harbored under the surface, the seagull wants you to help heal yourself with energy work around money, scarcity thinking or fears around money, and et cetera, et cetera. And because we're in a simplify reading, this is not going to be a complicated endeavor. If you thought that this was going to be forever, you just thought this way, or you're not paying attention to it, Spirit's telling you through the reading it's time to pay attention to it and actually heal that. And it doesn't need to be this huge, overcomplicated thing. It can just sort of be a decision to flow with money and be in flow with money and release anything else that might have been clogging your energy, using energy work as a catalyst, because you've got just luck. You may need to speak about it or talk to somebody, or someone may be speaking to you about how to do that. Maybe that's what you're receiving right now. They want the star card. Put the rest back in. Star card in the reverse position. This is, again, the star card reverse is like a loss of hope, not having faith around it. And because we're pulling money here and emotional healing connected to it, maybe, there's some dreams that you have, financial dreams that you have been challenged by, that you just think, I'll never have that. Or you try to have faith and you've been challenged in that space because you don't see it showing up in your actual life. And they said it's living in your energy. That's why you're choosing the energy work thing. So we're pulling kind of like what might be challenging you to simplify this area of your life. In this case, this emotional wound or narrative that's been going on with you for a while. Yeah, look at that. 9 of Cups in the reverse position. This is the emotional fulfillment card. And you're getting it reversed. So yeah, you just felt like my cups are never going to be filled that way. That it's not available for me. It's all, what I want to say is BS, right? Without swearing. Spirit's like, that is all a thing of the past if you allow it to be. You can actually train yourself and your energy to release that and then protect itself so that all you are is lucky in money. All you are is fulfilled and faithful and fulfilled. Yes. It's time, to let this go for you. Group 2. I'm so excited for you, Group 2. I mean, deep emotional healing that is simplified. Who doesn't want that, right? Especially around any kind of narratives or stuck energy around money. Okay, let's see what we've got for coupling cards. I'll pull a few more here from the Kawaii deck. Thank you. Look at that. Again, this is a challenge position. You have the strength that you need. They just said you've had it all along. They're showing me the Wizard of Oz, right? When she at the end, they're like you've had it all along. I can't remember exactly. It's like you've had the answer all along. It was always within you. You've always had the strength to overcome this and to be in the flow. So all those nudges that you had, like, oh, I wonder if I could be this, do this. Wonder if I could shine this way. Okay. And you just have a hard time keeping the faith about it, really, and to really be imagining it. There's stuff in your energy. The energy work needs to be completely simplified and start trusting and believing. You've had this strength all along, and now the seagull's coming in to help you heal these emotional wounds in a very simplistic way without overcomplicating. Maybe you've been to like therapy for years and you've been doing all the work and you're not fulfilled still. And you're like, why? What the heck? Why is this going on? It's now available for you, group 2, to completely simplify the healing and be in the flow with your finances as it's concerned. However that shows up for you. They just said, tell yourself the truth. Wow, holy cow. We're pulling these really wonderful cards in the position of challenge. You will have luck. The Wheel of Fortune it's good luck, it's good karma, it's destiny, it's something spinning in your direction, something changing, turning for, you're gonna have some luck and money here, group 2. But it requires you to simplify the energy work, clear out your energy, protect yourself, listen to your motivation guides, and make it be easy. Let it be simple. Wow. Yeah, it's like you're not going to have a hard time keeping the faith if you allow. Wow, and look at that. They give it to you there, group number 2. They give you the star card upright. I mean, this is just a turning point here that allows you to write this card write this challenge that they're making me feel like this is a long drawn out thing, that this has been going on for a while. Maybe most of your life you've been in a scarcity mindset or have had a narrative or just a little block that you just can't seem to, and then you just never get to this place where you feel so beautifully fulfilled, etc. And you may see other people being in the flow, and you've tried. It's like you've tried really hard. Now you've had the strength all along. You're going to step into this if you allow yourself to. Simplify the work. No luck is on your side. Tell yourself the truth. You're about to get in flow with your money, with your finances, with your abundance, okay? So that you can move into a fulfilled energy. You're about to write this on the turn of some luck here. Know you have the power within you. A turn of luck is how they're saying it. A turn of luck happens, okay? And then your faith is restored. Because I think it's just it's been very hard, and you may have been making it complicated, and it felt very deep, and it's been hard to heal it, perhaps. But shifting that narrative from hard to simple, hard to easy, is what they're giving you right now, group number 2. That line is available for you. Oftentimes, at any given time, we all have different opportunities and paths available for us to take. And this is one of your paths right now, group number 3. So just know it is available to you. They literally righted that card within this section of challenge. Let's see what's going to be helping you. Oh my goodness, yes. You've got the 6 of Swords here, and they're giving it to you reversed, which tells you these cheerleader guides, excuse me, and your entire spirit team are going to be transitioning you out of this, right? Transitioning you out of feeling stuck. or like you never have any luck. If you do the work, the energy work in a simple way, know you can protect yourself, know you can tell yourself the truth about this, and that you can actually heal your emotions easily and quickly right now especially around money, but I guess whatever feels abundant or whatever connects with that abundant energy. You're getting the exact money card here in flow with money. But if something else comes up for you around money that doesn't concern actual money, but maybe your thoughts about money or how money was handled or your ideas about money, almost dropped those, then you'll be able to heal those simply and easily as well right now if you would like. They're helping you. Look at her. She is just saved. She's pulled right out of the water to new ground. You don't want to resist this. It's coming up for you to lean into, to flow with it, right? You may just be like, no, I'm safe in the water. I don't know, hesitant, but just know that you can completely protect yourself. You are protected. You're going to be ushered out here, transitioning out. That's wonderful. Could be, like I said, possibly years of pain or, pain. Swords are often, a painful energy. Don't resist this. They're giving you that warning there. That card reversed can be like you're resisting the transition or resisting the help. Or resisting the fact that it could be very simplified and easy, right? Like, no, your mind will say, no way you're going to achieve that easy. It's not simple. It's hard. We have to keep working on it. We have to keep, and don't resist the transition. Spirit's going to help you easily remove you from that pain, which you've been experiencing for years. Wow, look at that. First of all, the High Priestess, of course, she is the beautiful, intuitive, sacred knowledge. She is the wisdom. So Spirit is on your side. This is huge help, luck, magic. If you trust, you're going to get more connected to your intuition. You've got to trust your intuition here. When it's time to transition, don't resist it. It's happening for you. Like I said, they just keep showing me this open path that's available for you, group 2. The High Priestess is a knowing all the time, a knowing that it's going to be okay, that it's okay to have faith, that you can take this stroke of luck and believe in it, that things are changing, that you're being guided out, and you don't have to question it here. You can use your voice, tell yourself the truth, that you can do simple energy work that's going to make all the difference, that you don't have to take on people's projections about money or anything else, that it can be simple. All of the work that you've done can culminate to help you feel more fulfilled, and it doesn't have to be difficult anymore, that you can, without a shadow of a doubt, trust your intuition to guide you. The High Priestess just knows. She doesn't question her knowing. Maybe she doesn't even know how she knows, right? And that's fine too. She just knows. If there's stuff cluttered up in your energy, it can shift your knowing. Ooh, look at this, the Devil card. Cycles, transitioning out of cycles. The Devil card is about a prison, right? Sometimes it can be coping mechanisms, addictions, things that you just keep doing over and over again. Perhaps a thought process about your finances or things that you consider to be abundant and prosperous in your life, and you feel maybe you've been stuck in or you've lost faith in. You have the ability to transition out of those narratives now. The devil may invite you in again, they just said. The devil may invite you in again to the prison, but it is your choice. That's why this is directly under this. And 15 is a 6 and a 6, because this is the resistance they're talking about. You may stay in this old cycle, in this old way. You may be afraid to do the deep emotional healing because you've tried before and it's just been so hard. No, it's simplified now. You have the opportunity to make a simple, beautiful transition, completely supported by Spirit as you are protected and cheered on, okay? Being kind of given this, right? Given the information. But that's why they're warning you with this Devil card. Or you can resist the transition and stay in the prison if you like. The choice will be yours, as it always is. There is a path open for a simple, beautiful, supported transition. Let's see what else they're going to give us here for you, group 2. Look at that. The Tower. 15, 16. It's Spirit again. They said, it's us again. We're going to show up. We're going to show you. This is a sudden change. It's for me, because we've got this kind of coupling, it's feeling for you, group 2 today, that what they're saying is snap, boom. It's like epiphany energy, where you're like, oh my God, all of a sudden, like simple, right? You snap, it's like a snap into understanding, which is like an epiphany energy. Or when people say, I had a revelation, or oh my God, I got this hit, and it just makes so much sense. It's completely aligned, because the High Priestess, again, sometimes she doesn't know why she knows. It's a knowing energy. And when you know, you just know. It's this feeling of settled groundingness in your intuition. That's what the High Priestess is. She doesn't guess. She doesn't think. She just knows. And the knowing feels like it's going to snap a grid into place for you, where you're like, epiphany. It can be simple. Epiphany. I'm out of this. Epiphany. I'm protecting myself in this really easy way. I thought I had to go to all these people, or I had to do this exact practice and this time and move this stuff. Whatever it is that you've been doing, it feels like there's an interjection from Spirit. The epiphany or the revelation happens. You're out of the cycle. They help you transition. You're now in a knowing. And it's going to bring some marvelous good luck and a turn of events for you. They want me to pull this. Emperor here in the reverse position. Okay. This is kind of opposing energy to the High Priestess, and what they're saying with this card is, please don't get rigid on us. It can be really fun to trust your intuition, but when you have like protection energy that you're being asked to step into, and if you've had, stuff around money, or abundance or prosperity, and you're suddenly shifted, you may just want to go, I'm going to protect this, and kind of recoil in with like, I have one wall, and wow, I'm transitioning out, and now I have a knowing, and here's an epiphany, and like, I need to put up like 5 more walls in order to keep this safe, and so that I never go back to, not having faith and feeling bombarded and these emotional wounds and this scarcity mindset. But they're warning you not to do that, because you want to embody the Emperor upright here. And so they're giving you this beautiful warning with it reverse that says, once you have this epiphany and you step into your knowing, the last thing you want to do is become like dominating or forceful and a know-it-all, or especially on the physical plane, because that's where the Emperor rules, right? It's like a authority. It's a masculine energy. So you see, it's coupling this beautiful knowing, this divinity, the divine feminine kind of space, because the moon always connects to the female energy, of course. And the sun connects to the male energy. But basically what they're just saying is, hey, don't get rigid on us. Keep trusting, okay? It doesn't mean you want to do this, use the structure of the Emperor on the physical plane in combination with the revelation that you've had and the intuition and the knowing that's coming through. So group number 2, you have a beautiful path open for you of moving forward in a very simple way to literally write these cards, to take the luck that is being given you, to take control of your own energy work. You've got so much showing up here with Spirit. It's just Spirit is involved. They're ushering you through a transition that allows you to release some sort of emotional baggage, in particular possibly about money or certain thoughts about prosperity, conditioned beliefs. You've had the strength all along to do it. Now the path is open and it is not complicated. So if you find your mind trying to complicate things or tell you other stories, please remember to talk to spirit, to clear your energy, to do the energy work that you are guided to do, and to form a beautiful, simple protection bubble around yourself so that you're really choosing and shifting in a way that is like flow. It's total flow. Yeah, you're transitioning out and you're trusting that you know that you can choose whether or not you go back into these cycles, and you're not going to want to. Once this kind of snaps into place, it's a freedom energy that comes. It's a flow. And hopefully you can heed the warning to not become rigid, but instead to take intuitive action on the back of that. Continue to protect your energy and be cheered on by your beautiful spirit team, helping you to relieve something that may have been going on for a while, and now they're just offering up the simplicity piece. You must have hit a marker somewhere or something where this line is now open, where arduous work may have been needed in the past, but now, no, it can be simple for you, group number 2. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading, group number 2. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to let me know that this resonated with you, and so that you don't miss my future pick a card readings when I post them. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up or share it with somebody that you know, if you feel like they would find it helpful as well, because they would be able to receive the messages that are going to resonate with them. And feel free to leave me a comment with what did connect with you in this reading. I hope that this served you. Beautiful path open for you, group number 2. Thank you so much. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading today. We are getting some information on what you need to simplify. If you're listening to this, then you chose the 3rd pile, second from the right, with the write a gratitude list sacred self-care card. I love this card. You do have a 55 here. What they were saying to me prior to your reading was the Wheel of Fortune, Jody, which is 55 is, numerology. So if you've been seeing 5s, they usually indicate change, etc. But when you add 5 and 5 together, you get a 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So they said there's a shift, 5s change, shift in your luck. And the list has to do with that. The list has to do with noticing either how lucky you've been, what you have, how excited you are about what you already have, right? Because that's what a gratitude list is. Also, because we are talking about simplicity, this is not a complicated practice, and it's not a complicated list. It's something that has to do with fun is the word that they're showing me, F-U-N, fun. This is a gratitude list. Maybe you've done them before. Maybe, you're like, ugh, I don't really love it. It's not my practice, whatever. If you're choosing this pile, this is supposed to be fun. Fun is the key word. Fun is the number one energy, vibration that's going to go along with this list. It's not complicated. Remember, it's simple. We're meant to simplify. And there's some sort of luck. There's some kind of change of luck, shift of luck that's going to be happening for you, because they're really just connecting this to the Wheel of Fortune. Now, they do want me to pull your charms first to see what you've got coming in on that track with this card, and then we'll continue on. Let's see what we've got for charms for you, group number 3. Okay. Woo, quite a few here. Yeah, the unicorn. Okay, stroke of luck, all right. They want me to put this is interesting. They want me to put this unicorn. Unicorns are magic animals, right? It's whatever you dream, whatever you think is impossible, they said, it's possible. This is a stroke of luck energy. They want me the list is lucky. It's fun. It connects, the list is magic, they just said. The list is magic. Okay. We've also got a wolf here. They want the mask before the wolf. Okay, you've got a mask here. The mask is about making sure that you're being who you are. It's an authenticity thing. It's like, take off the mask. You don't need to pretend to be anybody that you're not. And it's going to be important for you to be yourself, group number 3. That's where all the magic is. That's where all the magic is. The wolf is a loyalty energy. Oh, they don't want it here. Let me just listen for a second. The growth energy next. So this is a daisy charm or flower charm, okay? This is new growth, right? That's what they're saying, growth. So take off the mask. It provides you with new growth. And then they want these together. So this is a lantern charm. This is often a solitude energy when I get this. It's often depicted in the Hermit card, which is a solitude energy, going within, giving yourself, listening to your inner guidance, giving yourself the time to connect within. And the lobster is about protection. It's an emotional energy. It's a beautiful energy. The lobster obviously has a protective shell and gushy insides. It's also a water animal, so this will connect to your emotions. So they want you on the back of this magical list that you are apparently going to be creating in a fun and simple way, taking off the mask, really stepping into your authentic self, vibing with it. This creates new growth. It may create new ideas for you. Oftentimes the flower indicates new growth in your mind, right? So thoughts. They want you to take some time to go within and protect yourself as you're doing that, because I feel like this is connected to other people. The wolf being at the end, yeah, they said a call, like a call to others, like he or she is calling the pack in. So this new growth and this introspection and sort of protecting your energy so that you can go within and experience whatever magic is coming on the back end of this gratitude list. It may be that you're calling other people, or you're speaking to other people, or you're sending out a call, like either that you're going to be working with, family. This could be electronic, is what the word they're showing me, electronic. So maybe you're sharing something new, and it's like you're sending out a call, you're sending out an email, or you're sending out something for people to gather together in a community in some way, etc. But it all sort of stems from this magical gratitude practice that's really simple and fun, and that's kind of how it is able to manifest almost at like a quicker velocity or something. Well, let's get more information. Very cool energy to start, though. Definitely growing something off your authentic self by taking off that mask. All right. The distraction of shiny things. 6. 15 is a 6, okay? It's also the devil card. So you have a choice here, group number 3. It's like, what are you going to do? Is that your authentic self? Don't get distracted by tiny, shiny things or the same old kind of habits, because the devil energy is about, right, like a prison of your own. You put yourself in the prison. It has to do with our shadow self. So if you're sort of noticing that you get distracted easily, or you buy things to make yourself feel better, or you have some sort of coping mechanism that really isn't serving you anymore, they're telling you you have a choice. It's a 15-6. You have a choice. You can ask yourself, you can go within and protect yourself here. As new things start to grow off the back of this magical list, you may have the tendency to be distracted. They're telling you, be aware. Let's see what you have for an animal helping. Ooh, the weasel. Be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. Wow. And protect yourself, no doubt. The weasel card group number 3. Wow. Don't be distracted. Be silent, pay attention, and observe with all your senses what's happening inside of you and outside. It feels like on the back end of this, there's some wisdom to impart or a call that you're going to make to commune with people, but we shall see what this has to say further here. Let's see what might be challenging you to get into this really amazing vibe and ride the changes to something wonderful, really. It is, yeah. They said it's a call to authenticity. And this kind of speaks to that, right? It's like, when we're caught up in a cycle of our own making, you know, the devil leaves the door open for us. That's all. Then sometimes we're not in touch with, we haven't gone within to check out what might be, you know, causing us to do that stuff. The Seven of Cups. Okay, so maybe you have lots of choices. That's what this card says. This is a challenge position. So maybe you have either 100 different ways to make a gratitude list, or 100 different shiny things that are distracting you, or 100 different thoughts that are growing within you. And you step into your authentic self and you're like, I want to do everything. It's going to slow you down and stop you. That's why they're asking you to go within on the back end of the growth, okay? And to pay attention and be aware. This weasel is an awareness card. Right? You're in observation mode here. And that's the piece that is going to simplify everything. It's going to get you to where you want to go. A simple, fun list and paying attention. Not making things complicated, because this card can feel very complicated. The Seven of Cups is like, you have all these, you can see in this card, she literally has, she's thinking and thinking about all of these choices she has and which one is the best one for her and which one should she choose. This one looks nice. This one looks really great. That, you know, and it can get overcomplicated in your mind, and that's not the goal. If you are challenged by having too many choices or challenged with a choice in general, observe. Use the power of the weasel energy. Stay in your authentic self. Stay in the magical fun of this. Really simplify. Don't overcomplicate it in your mind. If you feel that you are being overwhelmed by choices, group number 3, that's like your cue to stop for a second and observe. That's the answer to that question. It's not complicated. It's simple. You just stop and ask. It's like the observing is an asking position as far as spirit is concerned and your spirit team. If you have too many choices and your brain is like, well, we could do this, or we could do that, and that looks really good, and that one looks actually nicer than that. Right? No, you put here, I'm so excited for all of the choices I have, and then you go spirit. Please, could you make this simple for me to understand what the best choice is? I will be observing, make it simple and easy, thank you, right? It may be a challenge, all these choices, all these distractions, yeah, and uproot you here where you're just like, sometimes this is like the Emperor card in the reverse position. The Emperor is a beautiful, solid leader who of course does not get distracted by shiny things ever, right? That is not the vibe. The Emperor is a grounded force that builds things quite easily, possibly quite quickly, it's like a masculine energy that's very authoritative, but also at the same time leads forward. He knows what to do. He doesn't question things, and he definitely is like disciplined in understanding. If he has all these choices, he's going to seek out information on all of them. He's right. So this card showing up reversed, they're like, you know, this might be hard for you to kind of go like, okay, I'm going to take a step back. Remember my ability to make the best choice for myself at the exact right divine time. And I'm not going to overcomplicate it. I'm going to keep it simple. Do the next best thing. That's what the Emperor always feels like for me. It's like he's in a boardroom or something, or at the front of a group, and he has the people that he considers experts, let's say, in whatever he's asking about. And he just makes the next right move. He's guided by his intuition and his grounding source of leadership and knowing how to build an empire. And he uses the resources he has, but he's not thinking way too far into the future. He thinks ahead, but knows that things can change. So don't get lost in sort of all the choices up in your head, not having discipline, energy, not being able to go like, we'll see what's next, and then I'll decide on that, or I need to step away and observe for a bit. Let me think about it. Let me feel about it. Let me intuit about it. And let me ask my spirit team for a minute, because everything is happening in the exact right time. They just said that. Okay, let's see what's coupling these cards. 9 of Cups in the reverse position. This is a fulfillment energy, okay? So this is like you're not being fulfilled. You're not feeling fulfilled. Too many choices. It's a bit of overwhelm, but the weasel gives you the answer, and they're warning you here. Back to the fun, back to the simplicity of the list, sitting there until you get the exact answer that you need by simply observing. It's like simplifying the choices. That's what it feels like for you, group 3. There's a 5 of Cups, also reversed. This card can be like a sadness card. You see the cups, some of the cups are spilled or turned over. You're also getting this in the reverse position, so you're kind of only noticing the spilled cups. You may have been disappointed in the past. Maybe you're disappointed with yourself. Maybe you're disappointed with your choices or what's being offered to you. Yeah. It asks you to forgive in its highest state with this card in the reverse position. It may be a challenge to forgive yourself for the past or forgive others. Maybe you felt like you deserved an opportunity and you don't feel like it was given to you in the way that it should be or how you deserved it. And so they're asking you, you look at all these cups. This is very, 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 very emotional. Emotions. And that may be why they're saying to observe and not get caught up in the distraction and the emotions of the choice, but allow yourself to observe first. An 8 of Wands in the reverse position. So this is like very fast moving energy. In reverse, it's like delays or again, feeling like it's not moving fast enough. It's not turning out the way I wanted it to. They just said the words left out, feeling left out perhaps. Group number 3, trying to keep up with things, but that's why you have this mask. They just want you to be your authentic self. That's what they're asking of you right now, group number 3. It's going to be very important for you to do that. Get in touch with your emotions and observe what's coming through, because whatever is challenging you, you have the ability here to step into some beautiful growth that's going to create a community, which is wonderful. Let's see what's going to be, helping you out, what they're sort of asking of you here from Spirit. Besides the solitude, which I think is a big part of it. It's waiting. It's solitude energy. Flip them, yes. It is observing. And observing your emotions is definitely going to be a part of this. Whoa. Okay. Ooh. That was easy. Look at that. 4 of Cups. So this is, again, what they are asking of you. You see this card? It's a beautiful card. The way that she depicts it in this tarot card deck is that they've turned over all these cups here, and now you found it. You found your emotional fulfillment. You found the rose. You found what truly matters to you. You found what's truly going to help you blossom. There's another flower there. It's like being your authentic self. You may have turned over all the other cups, but being your authentic self, that's where you find the growth. That's where you see the flower. That's where you understand you've had what you needed to fulfill your own self. You didn't have to get distracted perhaps, or be overwhelmed by the choices. And that's what a gratitude list really is, right? It's like knowing it's all within you, that you already have exactly what it is that you need, that you can be grateful for what it is that you already have. And this just brings more gratitude. So like going, what's under this? What's under this? There's nothing. Instead of being grateful for the literal cups, perhaps. And now they're telling you, we're going to help you see that when you're your authentic self and you trust, you will find that blooming within you, or you will find the growth. And again, they're bringing up the Wheel of Fortune here, that there is a stroke of luck. They're bringing that up again. This is the 9 of Wands in the reverse position for you. This is a resilience energy when it's upright. This is a warning for you there, that they're giving you the warning to help you out. That's how Spirit rolls, So basically this is just tapping into your inner resource, again with this solitude energy, tapping into your inner resources and trusting that there is going to be important, because sometimes this is a fiery, again, resilience energy. And so what you don't want is to be stepping into like a nervousness, kind of like, like anxiety energy, or continuing to struggle through this. This is a weight card. When this card's upright, it's a weight card. So if you're trying to push here, it's not, they're wanting you to blossom, to recognize the flower and then go back within yourself, protect yourself, observe. The call will come. I feel like you're going to be calling in a group again. It's just they don't want you to like take all of what you have within you and deplete it almost. That's what they're saying. Instead, you want to be aware, again, be in observant mode. I kind of feel like they're going to be giving you the answers along the way, and you won't have to try so hard, is what it feels like. You're in observer's mode. That's what they're asking of you, right? Yes, look at this. You're going to find some financial stability, some more stability in general. This is upright, so beautiful energy. You're going to know like how to start building, like accumulating in order to build the empire, in order to perhaps call in the group. So yeah, they want you in stable energy. Look, 4. Stable energy is available to you. It comes off the back of lightness, observation, and fun, and not being impulsive. Being your authentic self and not giving into impulsivity is what they're saying. King of Swords in the reverse position. This is like, first of all, being manipulative or using the way that you communicate just to get what you want, not telling the truth. Can be that, not telling yourself the truth. Okay? Warning. We need you to tell yourself the truth. We need you to be authentic. Then things are going to grow for you. You're going to uncover this. And we need you to go within and really be telling yourself the truth about what's going on. Observe. Again, we're in a simplifying reading, which means everything that I'm saying right now is not meant to be complicated. They're trying to uncomplicate things for you. Thank you. That's what they just said. They're particularly for you, group 3, you're being your authentic self, having fun and understanding there's magic available for you in that list, in that fun, in this simple practice. It frees you. It uncomplicates things. It takes all of these choices and all of these emotions and it lets you put your feet up, lean back and relax and observe so that you can uncover the beautiful growth that has always been available to you and not wear yourself out. Instead, you're creating stability energy. You're not going back to, they're like, don't even you go back to this, any kind of manipulation energy. It's not needed. It's not needed. Ooh, there you go. Ooh, 6 of Cups. Yeah. It's like you are going to look back because, again, they're reminding me of the Wheel of Fortune again. We didn't pull the wheel, but I am telling you the Wheel of Fortune energy. They're wanting to give you like a stroke of luck, a change of luck, a turn of luck is really how they're saying it. A turn of the circumstances. But you are a part of that. And if you keep complicating things and not paying attention, group 3, it's going to be very hard for you to recognize this growth here. The 6 of Cups is a beautiful energy. You're going to start to feel more grounded in this as you start observing or start to understand better. You go within yourself, you start to protect yourself. The 6 of Cups is a nostalgia type of energy where you're going to get to the end of this and look back and go, wow, I can't believe I used to fill in the blank. I can't believe I get distracted by these things, or that I would think that was fun to do, or that I overcomplicated that and kept thinking about that. And I got, emotionally taken down by that. This is giving you a look back at, yeah, they said they're different cups, Jody. And it's so interesting. This is a different deck, but look how similar these cups are here to these. And now you've got these beautiful heart cups being filled, and they're all filled and they're all upright, and you're going to be able to look back and go, what helped me heal this? What made me feel like I have the wisdom I need, that I can be myself, that this doesn't have to be complicated, and I don't have to get lost in my head, and I don't have to be in negative cycles, that sometimes it's just all right to sit back and observe, and then a cup gets filled and another cup gets filled. You're going to be able to look back and go, oh, this feels really good, and I want to continue in this way with this wisdom that I've gained from this experience. And this is what I'm saying, like, you may teach others how to do this. This wolf feels like they're calling in a community in order to impart the wisdom that's been gained through simplification and observation. Thanks, Spirit. That's nice. A nice little rhyme from Spirit there. They said, do you want another one? Authentication, simplification, and observation. So you're being your authentic self, you're tuning into fun and magic, you're looking at what you already have, and that's going to grow things for you to step into yourself and understand what makes you up, not overcomplicating this. You're just going to start to understand, and there's going to be, it just feels like these turns of luck that are going to help you get it even more. Feel more stable, stay out of old tactics, old manipulation, really draining or depleting your inner resources. Instead, you're like, I love what I have. And magic comes in on that train. And then you look back and go, I'm not going to be doing that again. I'm going to understand and know how to be aware of this. And it feels so good. All my cups are filled. My 6 cups are filled. I've made the choice to allow myself, 6. I've made the choice, the Lover's card, that's a choice energy. I've made the choice, here it is again, yes, they're reminding me, right? 15-6 with the Devil that we talked about right at the beginning, and you're closing your reading with that as well. I've made the choice for myself to look at how beautiful my cups have been filled and to make choices on that, and in fact, possibly teach people, to call people to this in the future with the wisdom that you've gained and the observations that you've made. What a beautiful reading. It was so lovely to do this reading for you, group 3. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that I understand that this resonated with you. And if you would like to share it with someone else that you think that they would receive some messages that they need, please feel free to do it. To share it with them so that they can receive what it is that they're looking to receive on the back of this simplicity reading. And of course, if you found it helpful, please leave me a comment to let me know what part of it really connected with you, or give it a thumbs up. I really loved pulling this for you. What a wonder. Remember the magic and that turning point, or those turns of luck that are really going to come in to help you, group number 3. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much. Hello, group 4, and welcome to your reading today. If you're listening to this, then you chose the 4th pile all the way to the right with the Build Strength card, 6. So I suspect you're going to have some choices here. Also, of course, really highlighting the third eye opening up there and the moon on her outfit here. So it's going to be interesting to see what they give us there. We are asking, what do you need to simplify? And this is an interesting card to start with. Yeah. They go, she has her eyes closed. She doesn't need that eye. So this is an intuitive boundary, strength building, and hopefully Spirit is going to help us understand how that can be simple and easy for you, group number 4. We're going to start by pulling a few charms for you to see what kind of energy and information is coming through the charms. Let's see. Wow, some heavy hitters here. Ooh, turn him back over. All right. They'll ask me to put them in a specific order. So the gorilla, the monkey, scratching his head. So this is a thinking charm. Also asks you to get back into your intuition usually here. Details with the measuring cups next is what they'd like. The measuring cups always say the details are going to be important. I suspect the details that are going on in your mind are going to be important. And possibly, you know, maybe you're making choices to build strength of mind here, group number 4. This is where you're going to see the movement. That's why they want the, whoa! He just knocked that gorilla right out, that horse. Movement in your mind. Thank you. That's why he see, is never a mistake, right? If he fell out of my hands, charged forward at those mind blocks perhaps, okay, and knocked him right out. Forward movement with this horse charm for you. So the details that are going on in your mind are going to allow for forward movement for you. They're having the owl next, which is, of course, always about wisdom, being able to see in all directions. Love that. So the movement leads you to wisdom. Know-how is what they just said. Know-how and information. It's like observant information, and you kind of close this out in massive success. The sun. The sun is all about positivity, success. It's the yes. It's the culmination. It's the spotlight energy. Yes, yes, and yes. This is very positive. There's some shift that's going on in your mind. That's what's happening here, building strength in your mind. Because we are in a simplify reading, what do you need to simplify? My guess is it's going to have something to do with your mind here, but let's get more information. The wisdom comes right through. You move forward. You move on forward with those details that you notice, and then they create this wisdom. And again, they're saying know-how. They're saying the word know-how. They're saying those words, know-how. That creates massive success or positivity in your life. Let's see what we've got here under the Sacred Creator. The Sacred Creator. You, the Muse. And look at that lotus. You're the Muse. Exactly, is what I just heard. You, the Muse. They're talking about getting really interested in yourself. I know that sounds kind of egotistical, but this is a 3. That's the Empress energy. Getting really into who you are, loving yourself, beautifying yourself, nurturing yourself. That's what the Empress is all about. She's about fertility, new growth, but she's just always growing something. She loves herself. She loves beautiful things. She makes sure to take care of herself. She's able to nurture other people in that way. But here they're kind of saying, this is all about you. The simple answer to this, to building the strength of mind, is to start welcoming in some, is it self-care for lack of a better word, but is bigger than that. It's bigger than that. It's a shift in perspective is how they're giving it to me. It's a change about the way that you see yourself. It's like all your eyes are on you, or your third eye is on you, asking about you. You're not complicating with all the external people. This is about you, group 4. So that's where the simplicity comes in, is we're focusing directly on you now. You're meant to do that, not overcomplicating. And in particular, looking at the things going on in your mind, the details going on in your mind, and moving them forward. Building your strengths. Let's see. Wow, that's crazy. No wonder they wanted that monkey first. You've got the gorilla. Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Wow, that's interesting. They're just talking about you. Woo, let me just drop that. Just talking about you, the Muse, and now you've got the gorilla here. It's like the connection. Okay. They're talking about how the gorilla knows that if it's not doing well, it can't be there for its family. That's what they're talking about. Like, you would give up everything for your close friends, close families, your family, your loved ones, etc., right? If you had to. But more than likely, you're not in that kind of a situation where it's like life and death and this kind of thing. If you are, this is a totally different experience, right? That's a totally different thing. But I think what's happening is if you have a connection to your family members, etc., the focus has to return back to you. And they don't want you overcomplicating what other people are saying, which is why it says take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. What they're wanting for you to do when you're listening is to be opening up your heart center so that you can bring whatever you're hearing back to you without overcomplicating it, right? We're trying to simplify, not taking it on to deflect, to punch away, apparently, anything that you don't want to take in. So you're listening with compassion, you're opening your heart, but then it always comes back to you. And I'm not saying this in an ego way. I'm saying this because whatever it is that you're meant to be growing next, or cultivating next, or moving forward and learning about and being successful in group number 4, you have to place some focus on yourself. It's not an I'm so great and better than everybody else. You're listening compassionately, you're taking it in, and then you're deciding what you want to leave and what you want to keep because it serves you and it helps you grow, and that helps others grow at the same time. Let's see where you might be challenged. This is an interesting energy, group number 4. It may have been really complicated. You know, your mind may be like overthinking about these relationships that you have, because this is what it seems to be connected to. It seems to be connected to me for you with close heart-centered relationships that may be complicated, that you are thinking of. You may not even be physically, let's say, talking to this person every day or communicating with them every day, but if they've been on your mind, or these relationships have been on your mind, or if they've been bothering you, the little details of them have been bothering you, you're meant to move forward in a way that actually really serves you and build your strength around this. And it's not supposed to be complicated. I feel like the overcomplication is coming in the mind when it's supposed to be about heart, right? Heart center, and understanding that again, and choosing to deflect what you don't want to take in actually provides you, it helps you move forward, it provides you the wisdom, and then there's a different kind of level of success that you step into on the back end there, group number 4, that of course has to do with you, because you create your success, you know? Let's see what might be challenging here. Geez, 9 of Wands here. You may have been through a lot with these people, or your mind may have been overrun for, a long period of time. And you're getting this here in the reverse position, which is like struggle, being tired of waiting, tired of continuing to stand strong and keep the whatever. If that's you, you don't want to be in this energy anymore. You may feel like, I'm done. I've been challenged by this for years, or I keep thinking about this and I don't know what to do about it, and I'm tired and I don't want to keep going in this way. Great. Group number 4. Wonderful. That's exactly the energy to build your strength from a place of, again, compassion, not ego. You're not building your strength and your energy and using it to harm other people, to only forward you. But you have to know where you've got to deflect things. That's why you picked this card. She is punching away things that do not resonate with her own inner vision that work for her. She's not being rude about it. She's grounded in herself. You can't get caught up on those details because they're just going to continue to kind of deplete you. Okay, group 4, and it's not what's being called for now. An opening, an empathetic, compassionate kind of energy is what's being called for. Yeah, look at this. It's going to stop you from shining. The the Six of Wands is a success energy. It's a spotlight kind of energy. It's feeling really good that you've gathered all the tools. They're saying that you've gathered all the tools that you need, and you can shine now. It's safe for you to feel successful, to go out into the world and go, yep, absolutely. This card is reversed. So all of the stuff I was just saying, it's like not addressing that or starting to open your heart and starting to build some boundaries and strength and the choices. Again, 6 is the Lover's card. The Lover's card is a choice card as well as a relationship card. So choices in your relationships. Thank you, Spirit. Choices in your relationships. The challenge is to really understand that if you are harsh and you stay up in your mind and you're going over the little details and it's just becoming complicated. If you do not simplify it, make it simple. I love this person. I have a heart connection with this person. I have compassion for myself and this person. However, I also get to make my own choice on this relationship, and I will choose to deflect whatever does not suit me or my life or my vision for the future. And that's how you're going to make movement. Okay? What they're saying is you might be challenged by this because it's going to kind of stop you from being able to step into that spotlight, or it might be tiring you out. They're giving you the simple solution to that. And I know it might not feel simple, but when you do a simplicity reading, there's a path open for it where it is. It doesn't need to be complicated. What's complicating it is your mind. Okay? And they're kind of connecting these two. That's why I know it must be to do with family or a heart connection. Could be a friend, a close friend. It doesn't have to be a family member. It could be your partner. Okay? Listen compassionately. If you listen with resistance, if you listen going like rolling your eyes, rolling your third eye, that's a joy guide coming in. I'm trying to be funny. What you're going to get back is that, and you get to choose on the back end what you're going to let in and what you're going to release, right? Or block. Because it's been stopping you from being able to, it feels like either you're taking care of someone, they're constantly relying on you perhaps. It's like stopping you from feeling like you can fully shine, or you've just been doing it for a while and you're tired. Yeah, the Two of Wands here. This may have been a really hard decision, or it feels like you may have been contemplating this for a while. Like, when do I get to shine? How long am I going to have to do this? So that's why they're giving you the answer. It's safe for you to actually focus on you. You get to choose to create boundaries and actually build your strength. You're going to be very wise and successful as a result. But this shows it might be a hard choice to make. Which way to go? Two of Wands in the reverse position. King of Cups. Just listening here. That card is upright. Either this King of Cups is somebody in your actual life that I'm talking about, or Spirit's been talking about right now. The King of Cups is like a compassionate leader, or somebody who people love. They can be charismatic. People love to love the King of Cups. He is an authentic leader. He is a compassionate leader. And, and it may just be this energy, right? It doesn't have to be a literal male, but somebody who is emotional, but knows how to have that, keep that within himself. And be balanced about it, and then share it with others. If this person has turned on you, or if you've had to perhaps take care of this person, you've been struggling here, trying to listen to them, let's say, it's safe for you to start to build some boundaries. And I know that it might be a difficult decision for you to do that because this person is lovely. But you matter too. You, the muse. You, the muse. You matter too. Okay? They're kind of saying, like, be like the king. If this person kind of cares about themselves first and creates this stability within themselves, but then is constantly either coming to you for something or wanting you to listen to them compassionately, You're meant to take on that energy and kind of like leave the rest. Maybe a challenge though. Interesting. Maybe a challenge. It just feels like this is it's almost like, you know, when you love somebody, you love them, they're a good person, they're, you know, or you know what their potential is or something to that effect. You know, you can see in them what they could become or how they could be or how this could be easier. You're the one who's supposed to just simplify it on your end. You're not the one who's supposed to try to make them understand that. By you becoming strong, building your strength, and making choices for yourself, you create the boundaries that actually move things forward, and then they will have their own choice to do that as well. Yeah, look at this. I mean, it looks like you're going to make a beautiful balanced choice. Two twos here, 2 of Pentacles. And you see this here, the 9 and the 6, these are mirroring each other, of course, right? Coupling up together. They belong together. You're going to make a beautiful balanced choice for yourself, group 4. Please trust in yourself. It doesn't have to be difficult. It can be simple. That's all they want me to say. I was waiting for more. And they said, it doesn't have to be difficult. It can be simple. Remember this card. It almost looks like a crown, right? You, the muse, put your crown on your head. You are the empress. You're meant to nurture yourself first. Take care of yourself. Feel beautiful. And you're doing that by building your choice around whatever relationship this is, or maybe it's the relationship that you have with yourself. The Lover's card asks you to love yourself first, right? Choose to love you. You are the muse. But it doesn't mean that as you're choosing to love yourself, you have to put up horrible walls or be rude or whatever. Be emotionally imbalanced to other people. Maybe you've been doing that and feeling that for a while now. You don't have to choose that anymore. It's safe to choose yourself. It's safe to kind of look at what you've been thinking about and how you've been thinking about it and shift it. I'm interested to see what's going to come here because it just creates such beautiful movement and success energy for you, group 4. And it's not, again, we're in a simplicity reading. It's not complicated. Let's see what's helping you out here. I know. They're like, shift the shuffle. There it is. Thank you. The Lover's card again. Yeah. This is a call for choosing to love yourself. That is what is going to help you out. And then sharing that beautiful heart with yourself first and then with others in a way that really moves you forward. You're going to gain so much wisdom. You're going to go like, why didn't I just do it this way before? I know all this. It's almost like remembering what you already know with this owl energy. This feels timeline-ish to me. Like, you're noticing the thoughts, that you're noticing the detailed thoughts. It actually allows you, you choose on that. It allows you to move, have this beautiful movement. You know you're going to be moving towards success. You gain the wisdom or the know-how, and it just brings you right to this yes, 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 success energy. You're in the spotlight then. The Lover's card is what's going to be helping you out. This is just a constant, it's a reiteration, right, of the building strength card. This is the choice card, 6. Choosing you, choosing to love yourself. You the muse, you the muse, you the muse. Remember that. Remember that. Yeah, it really does to me feel like this is something around a heart-centered connection. You've got 2 twos here. You've got the Lover's card energy twice, but you do not need to complicate it. It doesn't matter what somebody else is doing. You get to choose for you. Thank you. Queen of Wands in the reverse position. It's like, watch your fire. They just said, watch your fire, which is ooh, that card. You see that? That just popped out. Yeah, they want it, right? Okay, thank you. We're coupling these. These cards are very heavy too, group 4. So for something to just kind of pop out, you know, Spirit's like, we need you to mention this. Okay, so you've got, let's start with the Queen of Wands here. You got the Queen of Wands, and she is a beautiful, independent, super fiery, super confident energy. I'll show it to you upright. Okay. When she's reversed, you can get this fiery, lashing out kind of energy, right? Like a jealousy energy or entitlement kind of energy, sense of all about yourself, because they're warning you here because you've got this. Remember, it's not about ego. It's not about ego. It's about stepping into your own inner passion, into your own creativity, into your own fire, and knowing you get to have a space that is safe to you, that you love, and it does not need to be complicated, and it is safe for you to notice what's been going on in your head about it and deflect anything you don't want, because you're moving toward a beautiful, yes, they go, look at the sun here again, Jody. Yeah, look at the sun. You're moving to a success energy by loving yourself first. This creates harmony. In that choice, you create harmony in your life. So they're warning you here, don't turn that into an ego thing. And instead, remember your inner strength. Remember the courage and determination that you have to be whoever it is you want, to have whatever kind of life you want, to be successful with whatever it is you learn. It kind of feels like sky's the limit when you pay attention to yourself. That you may have been overcomplicating with some kind of narrative in your head, group 4. And it's just not the truth. I mean, now you get to focus on yourself, and you get to have compassion for other people, and you're going to make really great decisions in the relationships that may have been holding you back. It's not complicated. The path is open for you to just go, no thank you, and be really nice about it. They just said, you may be very surprised about what comes on the back end. I just want to see if one of these flipped over. What comes on the back end of creating these boundaries, owning your strength, loving yourself. It's almost like 100% sure if you have a willingness to do this and you stop complicating things, it's almost 100% sure that you're going to be successful in it, that you can absolutely do it. Let's see what we've got here. 8 of Pentacles. See, you've got to do the work. 8 of Pentacles is about buckling down and learning something, actually showing up, doing what it is you've got to do. It's a manifestation card. It's also a money card. So if you're working on something new, perhaps, or you have some, you learned something new that you want to turn into, like a business in the future or something, this will be the time as you start loving yourself and start giving to yourself and remembering how strong you are and how beautiful you are. Strength, right? You're going to start to build something here. This requires you to kind of buckle down, learn the thing, do the actual on the ground kind of work in order to be able to manifest whatever it is that you want. So that is available. Like I said, it's almost like the only thing that will stop you is overcomplicating and kind of not recognizing and staying in the same space. The Ace of Pentacles under the Queen of Wands with a warning. See, it will stop. That's what right. It like stops the new opportunity on the physical plane by getting too egotistical or too fiery. You want to stay in inspiration, pure divinity, etc. And that writes this, and when you write that, it writes this, is how they're saying it. So that's just a warning on the warning card. Something new is going to be available, new opportunity to succeed, probably based on the wisdom that you've gained here and the movement that you've created. Woo! And last but not least, the 9 of Wands. Look at that. Look at what you did. So beautiful. Yes. Okay. You righted that by the end of your reading here, group 4. 9 of Wands. Boop. Okay. So see where you get to? This place of beautiful resilience where you are, you've just created your boundaries. You know, okay, this is what I want and this is what I'm doing, and I'm not actually going to tire myself out anymore over it. I am not going to allow myself to deplete myself over this anymore. I am the muse and I love myself, and you literally write it by the end. It's like I said, it almost feels like unless you continue to complicate things and you don't simplify this out and start to open your heart, you can't not be successful. I know it's a double negative, but success is assured. You've got the sun here, you've got the sun here. You literally write the first card by the end of your reading. It's just such beautiful energy. It's choosing you, it's choosing love, it's choosing harmony. Okay, it's remembering your inner strength, creating boundaries, knocking whatever is in your mind out, knocking out whatever doesn't feel like it belongs in your energy or is connected to your bigger vision from projections, knocking that out with compassion and empathy and love, knowing it's not up to you how somebody else thinks or speaks or projects, that you have control over your energy and you can get rid of that if it's not involved. This moves you forward into this beautiful energy where you know how to do the work, you're learning the wisdom, and of course, again, as I said, you step into this sort of great strength, courage, determination, energy where you write the wands. You are resilient now and your head is held high, and it's like you're ready to move forward. The next thing after the 9 of Wands is the 10 of Wands, which means you will complete it. You will drop the burden there. First, you've got to open up yourself and start making choices for yourself, as you deserve it, group 4. And it doesn't have to be complicated. It's actually a simple path you can take right now. Well, this was your reading, group 4. I loved being able to pull it for you and to see this kind of a transformation in this little space in such a short time. Success is all but guaranteed if you have the willingness and stay in alignment with your beautiful divinity. If you found this reading helpful, please subscribe to my channel. That's how I know that you found it helpful and that it's serving you and you won't miss the next pick a card that I pull and post. Also, you could leave me a comment or give me a thumbs up, and I'll know exactly that you were resonating with this reading for yourself. And if you know someone else who might find it helpful, please feel free to share it with them so that they can receive the messages that they need as well. So, such a beautiful transformation here in a short period of time. I'm so excited for you. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group number 4.